Hi, I'm Danielle and I'm the founder of The Joyful Edit. Welcome back to my channel. I have had one of those weeks where everything has gone wrong. So my oven has broken, my heat is stopped working, my Christmas tree is completely wonky, and now my Christmas tree's lights don't turn on. And my car got collected and now I don't have a car. So it's been one of those weeks where it's felt a little shit, if I'm completely honest. So I'd love to come on here and be all excited and happy and be like, woo, it's Friday. I don't really feel like that, if I'm completely honest. And I always try and be like really authentic on here, because as well as wanting to provide like some advice and give you lessons that I'm learning in terms of self-development and that I know and apply in my own life, it's also a bit of like a journal, and also it's about taking you guys through this journey with me. And there will be moments, like I always say, where sometimes you're really up and then sometimes you're a bit down, and it's all about just, you know, recognizing those feelings and being authentic and, you know, just trying to work through those feelings. And, you know, if I think about it, the last 6 months have been the hardest 6 months of my life. And I don't quite know, I haven't quite figured out why, but I've certainly found things to be pretty challenging, despite the fact that, you know, there have been some amazing things that's also happened, like, you know, doing this channel, which brings me so much joy and I'm so proud of, and I'm just so grateful for you being here. I went to Canada, like there's lots of good things that's happened, but I think there's also been things in the background that have just made things like more challenging. And I think by doing like the whole Project 365, there's so many things that I want to do and I want to achieve. And like when I was writing down like an audit of like the things that I want to do in a day, I realized I was like -4 hours, and I was just like, well, this is ridiculous. And I found it really hard to like, you know, whittle that down and figure out, okay, well, out of the time that I do have, like what things can I achieve? -4 hours, can you believe that? It's just crazy. And you know, I think sometimes I can get really overwhelmed because you know, there's so many things I want to achieve and so many things I'm passionate about and, you know, want to do, that sometimes it can be just a lot, and it's so hard. Even I know, and I focus so much, and I know that it's the case, but like not focusing on the how is so hard, because it's like, okay, but how am I going to get there? Like I've got these dreams and I want to do this and I want to transform my life in 12 months. But yeah, like sometimes it's like, oh my goodness, like how do we get there? And I have to remind myself that that's not my responsibility. Like I just need to keep putting one foot in front of the other and focusing on the things that I know like serve me and make me feel good. And that video that I put out there, just in regards to like, you're never going to feel like it, has never felt so real than today. Because as much as I love doing this, I just really struggled to do my video today, and I waited and waited, and I was like, you know what, I just don't think it's going to come. I was waiting on that like moment. And you know, like I say, like self-development is like a daily practice. It's not something that you pick up and you run with and then that's it. Like, you know, you have to keep applying the principles. It's not like when you go to the gym, if you went for like 20 minutes and then all of a sudden you've got a body of someone that goes like every day for the last 3 years. Life just doesn't really work like that, especially if you like it to be. And yeah, so I think I just kind of wanted to share that with you, because I think sometimes it might feel like, you know, I completely have everything together and I know exactly like what I want to do and life just feels amazing. But you know, we're all human and we do have moments where we're unsure and we're uncertain and we're overwhelmed and we're stressed, and yes, we have all the tools that we know we need to do, and sometimes it just feels like we can't see the wood beyond the trees. Is that the same? Probably not. But yeah, so I kind of wanted to share that with you. And you know, if you are in a similar situation, I just want you to know that you're not alone, and that it's completely normal and human to kind of feel like this. I think the key is to make sure that we don't dwell in it and we don't stay in this for that long, and we kind of pick ourselves up and we do the things that make us feel good, because that's one of the like best lessons. And like when I'm like reading all these books and these podcasts and I'm implementing all these things into like my day to day, that's like one of the biggest things I've learned is, you know, when you are in this, you can like change your state in a heartbeat. And it's just knowing that. And, you know, I think with all of this, like it doesn't stop you from feeling these feelings, but it helps you to deal with it like so much better. And so tonight I am going to spend my Friday night and I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to go for a swim and a sauna. I'm going to take my magazine and I'm just going to savor the moment and not worry about my oven or my tree or my car and all these other things that seems to be going wrong. And I'm going to continue moving forward and just take one step in front of the other. I'm not going to focus on the how. I'm going to trust in the things that I'm doing and trust in the process, because I know that the tools work. I know that the principles work. And I also know that every single person that's gone before me that is truly successful has also gone through this. Like it's just inevitable. Like this level of discomfort is just a sign that we are moving forward and we are closer to our dreams than we thought possible. And I listened to a podcast today by Dean Graziosi and it was saying just that. And it was so powerful and it just helped me feel like, okay, like I'm definitely in the most uncomfortable period of my life. And I also kind of now recognizing that I needed to be in this level of discomfort in order to kind of move forward, because I feel like, you know, God sometimes just shakes us up when we need it the most, because, you know, when life is really comfortable and things are going really, really well, we often don't want to step out into the unknown and do things that don't always feel great, but we know are like the best things for us. So I'm just trying to find like peace in that message and know that I am on like the right path and heading in the right direction, and that, you know, these feelings are just like part of the process, and not to dwell on them and not to overthink how I'm feeling, and also to know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, that this too shall pass, because that's such a true statement. Like whenever we feel, everything is temporary, and these feelings I'm feeling and the feelings that you're feeling are temporary. And yeah, so I just wanted to come on here and just be really real with you, be really honest, and be like a representation of what life can be like when things are going amazing, and giving you comfort and joy and words of wisdom and advice, but also let you know that, you know, these things are part and parcel of like who we are and who we're becoming. So don't fear it, just know that this is kind of part of the journey. And when we look back on these moments, we will realize that this was actually a blessing. Like it made us stronger, and it made us the people that we needed to be in order to be and live the extraordinary lives that we have in the future. And yeah, it's just also a way to connect and resonate with one another, because, you know, so often we live in like a fake world where people hide their feelings or just simply say that they're fine, and just hide away and don't acknowledge it. And yeah, I'm not going to do that. So I know I would normally like to do like really uplifting videos, but today I don't really feel like that. Today I want to just tell you how I'm doing and how things are going. And yeah, I'm obviously looking forward to the weekend, and, you know, I'm looking forward to my swim and my sauna, and I'm just going to be kind and gentle and just do all the things that I mentioned. And I just want you to do exactly the same. So I just want you to know that you are so amazing and so worthy and so loved, and that you're truly like cared about. and that you matter, and that your feelings are valid. And sometimes I think that, you know, just because we're not going through some of the horrific things that's going on in the world doesn't mean that we aren't able to say the things that we're suffering with and having difficulty with. And yeah, I just want you to know that you're not alone. I've got you. And thank you so much for being here and for being a part of this journey. And I am really excited to see like where this takes us. And, you know, when there's a low, there's always a high. And I'm just so excited to come out this being like a so much stronger and having all these things that I've gone through to make me like a better person. And I'm just excited for what the future holds. So, and I'm excited for what the future holds for you too. So thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you so much love and so much blessings, and I'll be back tomorrow for some more content. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful Friday evening, and I will see you soon.